Today we will cover a game between Vladimir Kramnik and Wesley Shaw. This is a game from day 5, Paris Bridge 2021. This game was played yesterday. This is a game from the bridge section. The time control for bridge is 5 minutes for all moves and 2 second increment from the move number 1. This is a game from the day 5. And the interesting fact about this day 5 is that Wesley is the only player who is undefeated. He has not lost a single game in day 5. He is just crossing everyone one by one. It seems Magnus is the only player who can take down Wesley, but he is not in this event. In day 5, Wesley defeated Nepo, MBL, Alireza Firoza and Levon Aranian. Now this is a game between Kramnik and Wesley. Now let's see the performance of these players. In this game, Kramnik made 4 blunders and 3 blunders by Wesley, and this is the performance. Now let's check out this game. So Kramnik with the white pieces opened with e4, and now we have e5 by Wesley. Knight to f3, knight to c6, and now bishop to c4. So this is the Italian game. Now we have knight to f6, and now d3. We have c5, the Gioco piano, and now castles by white. d6 now, and now c3. Now Wesley played h6, so he is not allowing any bishop to g5 or knight to g5 idea. Now we have rook to e1 and now a6. Now we have a4. a4 is the strongest move in this position. Now we have bishop to a7 by Wesley, and now knight b to d2. We have now g5. So Wesley we definitely push g4. Now we have b4. We have knight to h7 and now king to h1. In this position you can see this bishop is a very strong piece here, and for the moment this pawn is pinned, and this pawn is protected only by the king. But Kramnik played king to h1. Now this pawn is under attack. But king to h1 is the strongest move in this position. And you can't really capture this pawn, because after this king to h1 move by Kramnik, Wesley just castles, and you might consider of capturing this pawn. Let's see what happens if you capture the pawn. And after bishop captures on f2, white can play rook to f1, and after bishop e3, queen to e2, and now bishop to f4. Now g3, just dragging the bishop. Now white can play bishop to h3 to attack this rook. Now after rook to f2, you have to capture this knight, and now after knight captures, bishop to e6. In this position you have to be very careful, because if you play something like rook to g8, then queen to h5 is very strong, because white is putting lots of pressure on this pawn, and also your bishop is under attack. And if you play bishop to e6, then white can simply capture this, and this pawn is pinned, so you can capture. So after this capture, you can play rook to g8. This is not a good option. So after bishop to e6, white can play king to h5. Now d5, and the game continues, and white is slightly better here. This is a better active position for white. So that is why after this move king to h1, bishop captures on f2 is not a good option. So Wesley just castles, and now we have b5, attacking the knight and the pawn. We have knight to a5, attacking the bishop, and now d4. In this position, d4 is not a good move. You should capture this pawn. This is the best move in this position. But Kramnik played d4, and d4 is not a good move here. Now Wesley pushes the pawn. We have g4, and now knight to g1. And for the moment this pawn is protected by the bishop. We have e captures on d4. Now bishop to b2. If you immediately capture this pawn, then black can capture this pawn with this bishop. So bishop to b2 is the base move. So Kramnik played bishop to b2 and now Wesley just captured the bishop. We have knight captures on c4 and now bishop to e6. Just adding the knight. Now we have b6, but b6 is an inaccuracy in this position. You can, in this position, instead of b6, you should move this knight, then the game continues. But Kramnik played b6 and b6 is an inaccuracy. So after c captures on b6, we have knight to d2 and now d captures on c3. We have bishop captures on c3 and now b5. In this position, engine prefers black here. This is a very good position for black because black has a very strong bishop here. So for the moment this bishop is very strong here. This is controlling two important square from the king. Now Kramnik played f4. We have g captures on f3 and now knight d captures on f3. We have rook to c8 and now queen to d2. Because after this move, your bishop was under attack. So queen to d2 and now b captures on a4. In this position, Kramnik captures the pawn. Now played g5. Kramnik played g5 and now bishop to a1. We have now king to h7. In this position, after this capture, you might consider playing rook to a3, defending that pawn. Then you can capture this pawn and you can threat checkmate here. But white can defend this by playing knight to g5. So that is why rook to a3 is not a good move. So after rook captures on a4, we have knight to g5, bishop to a1 and now king to h7. Now we have knight to d4, attacking the bishop. We have now bishop to d7 and now rook to a3. Now we have rook to e8, and up to this position, the black's position was very nice up to this position, but now Wesley played rook to a3, and rook to a3 is not a good move here. Rook to a3 is a blunder in this position. After rook to a3, you should play the correct move. But in this position, Kramnik played rook to g3. But rook to g3 is not the good move. This is an inaccuracy. Because in this position, you should play h4. h4 is the strongest move in this position. So after this move, rook to e8, the strongest move is h4. After h4, you have only two options. You have knight to e6 or knight captures on e4. And you can see this pawn is attacked twice by the knight and the rook. So if you capture the pawn, then white can play queen to f4. And you can see white is threatening to capture this pawn. And there is no good way to defend that one. If you play bishop to e6, then knight will capture the bishop, and then you can give check, and this diagonal is covered by the bishop, so you can give check here and then checkmate your opponent. So queen to f6 is the best defensive move. Now you can capture this knight, queen captures, and now rook captures on f4, and this position is slightly better for white. White is up a piece, but black has this bishop pair also. He has queen side, 3 queen side pawns, so black can push this pawn. But this position is slightly better for white. Engine prefers white here in this position. So after rook to e8, you should play f4. This is the strongest move, and this also saves the game for white. But in this position, Kramnik played rook to g3. But rook to g3 is an inaccuracy. Now Wesley played rook to g8 and now queen to d3. So white is threatening some discovered check. If you play e5, then there will be a discovered check from the queen. So Wesley played rook to g6, just preventing that, and now knight g to f3. Knight captures, and now rook captures. We have now bishop to e8, and now rook e to f1. Now we have rook to c7 by Wesley, and now queen to d2. Now we have queen to g5, and this is the critical position of the game where you should play the correct move. So black is offering a queen trade here. In this position, Kramnik played king to f2, but king to f2 is a blunder because black has this move rook to c1. So after this queen to f2, Wesley played rook to c1. So what is the best move here? You should play rook to f4 to prevent any rook to c1 idea. And after bishop captures on d4, you can capture the bishop. Now a5, h4 now attacking the queen, and now after queen to h5, you can play rook to f3, and this position is a quite draw position. So after this queen to g5 move, you should play rook to f4. This is the strongest move recommended by the engine, but queen to f2 was played by Kramnik, and this is just a blunder. Wesley immediately played rook to c1, and now we have bishop to b2. Now rook captures on f1 with check, queen captures on f1, and now queen to e7. Now we have knight to f5. Up to this position, so Kramnik played knight to f5. Up to this position is also fine for both, and this is a quite draw position, probably a draw position. So after knight to f5, the queen captures on e4. Now up to this point, everything is fine. This position is probably a draw position, but Kramnik in this position played knight captures on d6, but knight captures on d6 simply does not work. We have rook captures on d6 by Wesley. This is the strongest move. Okay, white is threatening here to capture this pawn. Then after bishop capture, you can capture with the queen with check. So that was the position, but Wesley played the best defensive move. So after rook captures on f7 with check, Wesley played the strongest defensive move, that is king to g6. King to g6 in this position is the strongest move. If you play something queen to g8, then this is just mate in 2, because white can play this rook to g7 with check. After the king moves, then queen to f8 will be checkmate. So after this check, the strongest move is king to g2. This is so Wesley played king to g2, and now h3. In this position, when Kramnik played h3, he had only 10 seconds on the clock, and Wesley had 13 seconds on the clock. This is a blitz game, and you don't have all the time to calculate everything. And I don't know why Kramnik played h3, because after h3, Wesley just captured the rook, and in this position probably Kramnik resigned, or his time maybe ran out. Probably he resigned the game. I don't know why h3 was played. In this position, after this move, you should move the rook to suppose f6, and the game continues. And black is better, but this is a blitz game, so anything can happen. But after this move, Kramnik played h3, and h3 is a blunder in this position. So Wesley just captured the bishop, captured the rook, and Kramnik resigned. So this is the last position of this game. He resigned because this is just mate in 1. After you play bishop to c3, rook to b6, king to h2, bishop to b8 with check, g3, now bishop to d5, bishop to d4, rook to b2 with check, bishop captures on b2, Now queen to c2 with check, king to g1, and now bishop to a7 with check. And you can see these bishop pair are fully operational. They are the strongest pieces in this board, and all the squares are covered. The only move is bishop to d4. Now bishop captures on d4 after you block with the queen. Queen captures on f2 will be checkmate. So after this move h3, Wesley just captures the rook, and in this position Kramnik resigned. So that was the game. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was a quite complicated game, and Wesley So is undefeated in d5 Bliss section. One by one he is just crossing everyone. He defeated Nepo, MBL, Alireza Firoza, Levon Aronian, and now he defeated Vladimir Kramnik. So that was the game. I will also cover more games from this tournament. So stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for watching.